morning, guys. Welcome to the first fall diaries vlog. So today I'm having a very slow morning. I wanted to sleep in a little bit because I've been really tired. We wanted to come for a number of reasons. In case you haven't watched my last vlog, we recently added a puppy to the family. His name is Ollie. Right now Polo has them. He's playing in the garden with them. He's enjoying that so much. We're gonna go down in a second. And also we wanted to come because here we do have fall weather. The air is so chilly, so crispy, whereas in Barcelona it doesn't really feel like fall is starting at all. It's 16 degrees here, and yeah, we wanted to come and just have like a cozy, calm, slow weekend, have space for the dogs to run. We definitely wanted to bring them and have them play in the garden so they can bond a little bit better. I'm going to update you on how they're both doing. I do have to say that we've been improving so much. And we also invited friends to come. They're gonna arrive later today for lunch. You guys have met them before. They're Vincent and Marco. We've been planning this weekend for quite a while, but we wanted to make sure first that Ollie could make the ride because it's like a 4-hour drive from Barcelona to here. For the ones new here, my grandparents' house is located in Soria. I'm gonna show you in the map where it is. But yeah, we're gonna have a very falsy, cozy vlog today. But before we head downstairs, I want to finish getting ready and changing because it's quite chilly and I actually cannot go down on my pajamas. So I promised myself that during this fall, I'm going to be very intentional with my skincare, my hair care. Then I'm going to go back to reading, and I brought Anne of Green Gables. This is one of my comfort TV shows, and I've read the book before, but quite a while ago. But I think this is such a beautiful, I would say, fall, cozy, cottage type of book. I love it. I've also got into meditating a little bit, but yeah, I want to be very intentional this fall into taking care of myself. We're not going to be traveling much, but even if we do little trips like this one, I still want to stick to, for example, my skincare routine. That it's the one that I tend to lack the most. Whenever I go somewhere, I just drop it. So I did bring it with me, and this is my FOREO FAQ 202, and this has become a staple in my weekly routine and one of my favorite parts because it's how I start the day. So I make my coffee and I read a little bit while I use it, and I just feel like my skin has improved so much since I started doing red light therapy. I would always recommend to use it from 3 to 5 times a week for around 15 minutes. This lead mask has so many different colors that you can use. My favorites are the blue and the red, but the fact that this one has near infrared light therapy is amazing. With Barcelona and the humidity and the heat, especially during the summer and traveling a lot, I could not recommend this one enough. And it's also very lightweight. It's very easy to travel with it. The eye area, it's fantastic. You can absolutely multitask. So for me, when I use it, I can definitely read, clean around the apartment, take care of the dogs. Ollie was looking at me so funny last week when I was wearing this. But yeah, it has flexible silicone, so it's very lightweight. The strap is also very comfortable. So when you put it on, it's just overall comfortable, super easy to use, and you connect it to the app. You turn it on and you can play around with the different lights, and it tells you what each light does. So I just want to show you all of the options that you can have with it. So of course we have the classic and my favorite, red light therapy, and this one helps you with signs of aging. Then we have blue. This one helps with blemishes and oiliness during the summer. This one is fantastic for that. Then we have green, that helps to even the skin tone, and this one helps me a lot because I do have rosacea. I've been trying to focus a lot on my rosacea because it started to get worse during the summer, so it's been better now. Then we have orange, and this one gives you like a glow. Purple is for inflammation and fine lines, and cyan, that this one was quite of a shocker for me, and it helps you calm down and relieve stressed skin. And we also have yellow, and this one helps reduce redness, so this one also works really well for me and suits the skin. But I think it's fantastic that you have so many options in just one mask. So yeah, in the app you're gonna be able to customize it and like make your own little routine. So in case you were interested in investing a little bit on skincare, especially light therapy, I'm going to be linking the mask on the description box down below. And they did give me a discount code, and it's going to give you 30% off. And you can use this for all FOREO products. I've shopped FOREO since I was a teen, and I definitely have a few more things on my wish list. So I would highly recommend you guys to check out their website and just see what they have and just check out their products. In my opinion, they're amazing, but this one has been my favorite so far. Okay, so I really need my morning coffee and to have some breakfast. And I also want to go down to play with the dogs and show you how much Ollie has grown in just 1 week, which is crazy. But yeah, we're gonna have to go for pants, sweater, everything, because it's quite chilly over here. I actually packed a lot because I was considering the fact that we would have a little bit of a mix of weathers, because I think tomorrow it's actually going to be quite warm, whereas today is not. But we want to spend some time in the garden, so I'm wearing this stunning and so cozy baby cashmere ribbed sweater from Lily Silk. This is from their newest collection and I love it. And these pants are just like beige linen from Massimo Dutti. And this over here is my country house staple. This is also a cashmere scarf, but I love this one because it's massive and it's so comfy and it does double as a blanket. So if it's too chilly in the garden, I love taking this one with me. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of cozy outfits. We're not gonna go anywhere beyond the town to like have lunch. I think we're actually gonna go today with Vincent and Margot. We want them to try this restaurant that I've gone since I'm a little kid. Again, if you're quite new to my channel, a little bit of context. This is my grandparents' house and this is where we would come every summer, sometimes Christmas. I spent a lot of time with my grandma here and I would say that it's my happy place. I love coming here and I really wanted to come with the dogs and just like have a chill, cozy, very homey weekend. And I love inviting friends. I sometimes feel like they can get a little bit bored, but yeah, I'm always so happy when I'm here and I love it. And Polo, my husband, loves it too. And Masha is always thriving here. And for the ones interested in like getting a house tour and everything, I do have that in one of my older vlogs. I'm going to be linking that in the description box down below. But yeah, let's go down for coffee and so you can see the dogs. Okay, so it's actually quite hot under the sun. I was able to take the sweater off and I'm here with both of the dogs. They were just playing. Polo took some videos with his phone of them just playing with each other. Masha is still a little bit too rough with Ollie. So we're trying to train Ollie to come on command because he went a little bit crazy when we brought him to the garden and this is something that I was a little bit concerned about. So what I'm doing is that I have my treat bag and the good thing is that he's so excited about food. We actually had to buy him a slow feeder bowl because he inhales. With his own kibble, we can just give him treats and he's gonna come running. So the plan and like the idea for coming was that they would both be able to play and bond. I'm not gonna lie. For anyone that's gonna bring like a second dog to their house and they have a first dog that is very spoiled and very loved, it's not easy. Masha definitely did not like Ollie at the beginning. I always give treats to Masha even though she's not really doing anything, but she's here, which is why I want them to do just like stay. So the first week was not easy with Masha at all. She kept growling at Ollie and he kept just wanting to cuddle with her and she was like, I'm not gonna do that. But suddenly one day she woke up and she had sumis because she always has sumis in the mornings, and Ollie started to chase her while having the sumis and she started to play with him, and this was like completely out of the blues. And now I can tell that she tolerates him way more. Like if Ollie goes to Masha's face now, she's not growling, she's actually just like chill. And on the right here actually she allowed him to put his head on top of her. So it's been slow, definitely slow, but now I can tell that she wants to play with him, because that's also why we wanted to get a boy. We wanted like a sweet dog that was going to adore Masha, and in this case Ollie definitely loves Masha, and Masha is starting to want to play with him. And yesterday when we arrived here, they were definitely playing quite a lot. And also here they have the space. I feel like in the apartment they really don't. So yeah, that was the plan and why we wanted to come to my grandparents' house. We're gonna go have lunch today, so it's going to be not Ollie's first time being left in the house, because they cannot really come inside to that restaurant. I feel like in Barcelona they're very pet friendly, and here it's like so with that said, I want to give a 1 week product review, and in this case the item is a golden retriever puppy. He is now 10 weeks and I wanted to show you. Kasha got Ollie this cap. He looks so cute with it. It's so funny that he lets me do anything to him, but this is Ollie with his little cap. Kasha got it for him, I don't know where, but I think it's so funny. Say hi to the vlog. On the last vlog I told you that he was so calm and that he was so chill and so easy. He was lying to us. He's actually a little bit of a crazy guy, especially at certain hours of the day. He is good in the sense that he doesn't have accidents at home. Like, he pees and poops where he has to. Okay, we remove. So he does go potty in his grass pad. He sleeps mostly through the night, but he doesn't like being left alone, and that's a little bit of a problem that we're working on. He is very cute. He can get away with anything because of how cute he is, and I think that's what's been selling Masha on him. And I would definitely say that he's very much of a Velcro dog. He follows me everywhere, whereas Masha is a little bit more independent. Adjusting from 1 dog to 2 dogs, I would say it's not hard the moment that they are grown-ups, but when one of them is a puppy, it is. I feel like we were just so comfortable because we could go anywhere with Masha, and we could also leave the house and Masha would just sleep. Like, she has never had an issue being left at home, whereas Ollie wants to just be with us 24/7 if it was up to him. He's really good at night, which is something that I am so grateful for, but having to take him out to go pee during the night, especially in this house, it's really scary. So Polo is doing that now. You're not gonna see me walking around the house carrying this little dog that cannot even do stairs. And we have been enforcing naps for him, which is something that has helped us a lot. So he naps most of the day, but we need to literally make him nap. He doesn't do it by himself, and he kind of needs a nap now. He went off to play. I did have a little bit of a breakdown, I would say, on day number 4, especially because Masha was just not getting along with him, and I felt so bad that she was just angry at us. I don't know, it just made me feel like I was hurting her feelings and that she was never ever going to like Ollie. So I was very worried that they were just not going to bond. What we did was not force it, and now they're kind of getting along. Not to the point that I feel like she's loving him, but she tolerates him and likes him from time to time. So it's better. So it's definitely better, and I'm so happy about it. And I think coming here was fantastic for them because they're gonna be able to just, I don't know, have space to run. And Masha loves being here. I love being here. Polo loves being here. I had to buy a stroller. I'm gonna explain why. Ollie cannot leave the house because of the vaccines until a month from now, and he's already 10 kilograms almost, I would assume, and he was 8.5 kilograms last week. He's probably going to be heavier now, and we leave the house quite a lot, and we cannot leave him in the apartment because he barks a lot. And we also want him to experience like going to restaurants and being out, and having him on my lap. In Barcelona, he is like a heating pad. I'm not joking, my belly was completely wet the day that I had him like in front of me. And also walking around Barcelona with him was a whole thing. So did I go and buy a stroller that I'm just going to use for 1 month? Yes. Am I now a dog mom that uses a stroller? Also yes. I never thought that I was gonna do it because I have big dogs. However, we've had the stroller for 3 days. Today is the 3rd day, and we actually brought it. It's been the best thing that we could have bought because he's so chill when you put him on the stroller. He just looks around, and I'm able to have my glass of wine, and I'm able to have dinner. I could not recommend it enough for anyone that has a puppy that doesn't have the vaccines yet, but you want the puppy to see the street and be desensitized to things. He's not scared about anything anymore, which I don't know if it's good because he's fearless at this point and he'll just go after everything. So inside the stroller we do leash him because he sometimes tries to jump out, but we've gone for dinner and he just slept through 1 hour and a half literally, and people are less prone to ask to pet him on the stroller. I don't know why. So I'm gonna take him now for a little nap. It's his 2nd nap of the day, and I'm just going to read a little bit and ready the house for our friends to arrive, and then we're gonna go have lunch to the town. Okay, so everyone has arrived and we're gonna go for lunch to El Fogón del Salvador, one of my favorite restaurants in Soria. If you guys ask me, they have the best lamb chops. And after that, we're gonna do some groceries because we need to buy some cereal, bread, like for breakfast in the morning. Today we had just like some eggs. They were really good. Yeah, also things to do, drinks. I want to see if we can find stuff to make Saint-Germain spritz. I've been really liking it. And maybe a pharmacy drop. We're not gonna walk around town that much because we left the dogs in the house. Ollie is napping right now, but yeah. Okay, I'm looking for some jam for my bread in the morning, but so far I cannot find it. We're bringing some milk, cheeses. I think we're gonna do like a very light dinner today. And by light, I mean like cheese and ham and wine, probably. I need to also look to see if they have the, I always forget the name, elderflower liquor for the Saint-Germain spritz. But lunch was amazing, guys.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know.
Okay, so you might ask, what is this radioactive pink drink? So Makar is a really big fan of this gin and tonic that is Gordon's Premium Pink. And it's like raspberry gin. It smells really good. Okay. And I found this at Mercadona, which is watermelon liquor from Royal Swan. I'm gonna do close-ups. I don't know why it turned out Pepto-Bismol color, but it actually looks quite good. It smells like candy. I'm just really hoping this tastes good. So if I don't like this mix, I'll let you guys know. I'm just gonna do a regular gin and tonic. I would like to know your guesses if it's going to be good or not. I would never drink something that looks like this, but both of the liquors smell really good, and it had only a drizzle of this. Okay, so we're preparing to have dinner. I think initially we're thinking of having it here in the garden, unless it gets too chilly. Right now it's fine, but the sun is still up and it's going to set in like maybe 30 more minutes. Definitely after a while we're gonna go back inside and we're gonna play some board games. I think I'm gonna turn the fireplace on for sure. Lunch today was amazing. Funny story, when I was a kid and I would come with my grandma, this was the one meal that I always wanted. She would have to take me to that specific restaurant and give me lamb chops and lemonade. A bit more specifically, Aquarius. It's like my favorite thing. So I don't know, it's like my little tradition. Like I do some things every time that we come here that I really love doing as a child. Before we used to have a pool where you can see now that there's like a little bit of dirt. Of course right now it's too cold for that. Here comes Polo with dinner.
Here we have some ham, jamon,
And
some
queso.
cheese, some olive. Vincent and Margot brought some foie gras, and I'm making the.
You're making bread?
Well, no, I'm heating bread.
Almost.
And a bit of leftover tortilla.
Oh, that fun fact. Do you guys know what Masha did yesterday? We were having tortilla de patata for dinner yesterday. And I was trying to scold Ollie. So I was basically trying him to get to me. He was basically running around. I wanted him to calm down. So I lose attention of my plate. And mind you, Masha has never ever, not once, stolen food from me. This is literally the first time, but she saw the opportunity and she ran with it. So I turned to Ollie to try to stop him and slow him down, and she goes straight ahead and steals the tortilla de patata. I was shocked. Thankfully, it was not the last slice. Imagine if she would have left me without dinner. I think it's her little ways of just taking advantage of the situation and that we're a little bit more distracted. She's right here with me and Ollie's taking a nap right now. I'm drinking some water and just enjoying the view, basically. But yeah, other funny story about here is that I've always been terrified of one animal and one animal only. And this is because of my grandma. She would make me go inside of the house by telling me that wild boars would get into the garden. And there are a lot of wild boars around here, to be fair. So that is correct. But the entire house is fenced by like a wall of rock. It's impossible for them to get into the house, and they also don't really come into the town. But I would have nightmares that they would come into my bedroom, that they would chase me down in the house, and sometimes we would go up to the woods to like just do excursions and just walk around because the area, it's honestly really beautiful and full of nature. And I was freaking terrified until this day. If I know that there's an area where there's some, I cannot go. I'm honestly too scared of them. And they're pretty aggressive, so that's the one animal that I am scared of. She would also tell me that they could smell when you didn't have a shower. Hey guys, good morning. It's the next day. We played sequence and we went to bed yesterday at like 12, and it took me quite a bit to fall asleep. So today I woke up later than I expected. It's currently 9 a.m. and Polo is downstairs with the dogs. I'm just finishing getting ready and I'm gonna go down. Supposedly today is going to be the best day weather-wise, so I'm wearing shorts, but I know that the chances that I will have to come back up and change to pants are very high. That's Masha. ¿Qué pasa? She always comes back to check why I'm not downstairs. She's the type of dog that if you take her to Sissy, that if you take her to the beach, you need to be in the water with her. You cannot just expect her to entertain herself. So, well, as every single time that we come, my lips start cracking and my skin gets so dry, and I forgot to bring my heavy moisturizer. I only brought the light one that I've been wearing through the summer in Barcelona, and I also didn't bring the Aquaphor, so this is what we have. We're going to make breakfast and just chill. I would love to be able to read a little bit in the garden and just train the dogs. Ollie's learning super fast, so he can sit. We are still working on the paw, so we say patita, and Masha does do it perfectly. But Ollie not yet. But he's learning super fast, but we do have the problem that he tries to eat absolutely everything that he finds in the garden. So we basically have to keep an eye on him pretty much all the time that we are out, because he tries to eat everything that he finds. Even though we feed him well and we give him all the treats that we can to train him, he still will swallow anything in his proximity, which is a problem. So I'm gonna finish getting ready and go down. I'm not even gonna do like outfit of the morning because I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna end up changing in like probably an hour. So right now I'm just comfy, have breakfast and go play with the dogs.
If only I could finish something, run straight through to the end, close a chapter dignified. Damn girl, you did it again. But will it ever be enough when I'm bent on trying to keep it tough? Will I ever settle down, happy with the here and now? When will it ever be enough? Ever be enough? Ever be enough? If only I could build a tower, pierce right through the clouds, saxophones at every hour. Who hasn't heard of me now? Then will I have had enough of trying to keep myself real tough? Will I ever settle down, steady even when it gets loud? When will it ever be enough? Ever be enough?
So we're spending the morning with coffee in the garden. Polo is playing a little bit with the dogs. We're trying to tire them out because maybe we're gonna be able to take them to the town. We're asking if we can make a reservation on the terrace because, as I said yesterday, here the restaurants are not that dog friendly, so you cannot really enter the restaurant with dogs, but you can do the terraces, but they're usually quite full, especially with a day like today that it's so like the sky doesn't even have a single cloud, which is crazy. And honestly, reading the book is making me want to rewatch the TV show again, which would be the 5th time that I do it. I feel like it's kind of crazy that we're filming full Diaries already. I feel like this year really flew by. Like, I've never felt a year going so fast as this one. Like, I'm somehow very sad that summer is ending because I still want to go to the beach. And I know that because we live in Barcelona, we can, and we might do it every now and then. But I don't know, I feel like summer, I just blinked and it went away. And now we need to start thinking about fall. And also fall usually lasts for like a week, and then you have Christmas. Really excited about Christmas, but I shouldn't be getting ahead of myself. So I think coming here was probably the best idea so we can reset a little bit. I feel like everything has been so hectic, at least for us, and my in-laws are arriving next week, so yeah, Polo's parents are gonna stay with us for quite a bit because they're coming to drop Geraldine off. So you're gonna be seeing them on the next vlog, and from now on Geraldine is going to be living in Barcelona. We need to get her settled in her residency. She's going to be living in a student residency, but it's going to be a really nice one, and hopefully we're gonna be able to like hang out and just do stuff. She's offered to babysit the dog, so we're gonna see how that goes in case we want to like go away for a weekend or something like that. But once we get back to Barcelona, we need to work on the apartment a little bit. I think I'm gonna start decorating for fall. I feel like it's a bit early, but I kind of want to, so maybe I can get into the vibe. I know that I shouldn't because I have plenty fall and Halloween decor for the apartment, especially because it's an apartment, it's not a house, but I kind of want to. At least I think I'm gonna go to Zara Home and just check what's available. I kind of want to go full out this year with like Halloween. I've been thinking that we should do customs with the dogs, so I would love to know your opinion, guys. I'm thinking of doing me, Daenerys Targaryen, and Polo, Jon Snow, and I'm gonna make the dogs the dragons. But I cannot buy anything right now. I think it's going to have to be closer to the date because Ollie's growing so fast. But yeah, that's kind of my idea. We don't have any Halloween party or any Halloween plans, but if you have any other ideas, I would love to hear you guys out, because I've been just like looking on Pinterest like dog custom ideas, like dog owner matching, and I find so many cute ones, but I need something that it's easy for me. So yeah, any ideas would be very much appreciated. Just let me know. I think I'm going to change in a bit and start calling a few restaurants. Hopefully we can take the dogs, and if not, I think we're just gonna go later today, maybe for a drink to the park. There's this really beautiful park that has like some cafes and restaurants where you can just have like drinks and snacks. So you guys are gonna get to see the stroller if we take them. Okay, so we're heading to town with the dogs. We managed to make a reservation on a terrace. So happy about it because still the weather is amazing. I'm gonna show you the window right now. The day is so clear, and we made sure to tire Ollie as much as we could so we can just put him on the stroller and he's going to nap. I mean, he's already sleeping right now, so it should be easy to just walk around and like have a nice lunch. And Mashita is always happy to come with us.
So it's been very fun having the dogs here. I think it's been very good for Masha because she's now playing and a lot with Ollie, but she's a bit like she plays too hard with Ollie and he's too small. 6 months? It's gonna be the other way because Ollie is gonna be, I think, bigger than Masha. But I think it's been very good to come here with Ollie also, so he can be outside, he can be loose, and we've been working a lot on the recall, so we're training him to come back to us, and I think he's doing a pretty good job. Sometimes he gets distracted very easy, but we're working on that. In the apartment we cannot really do it because he's always there.
I think we tend to come a little bit later in the fall. Right now everything seems so full, like everyone is outside playing. Of course it's a weekend, but we always come on weekends. Ollie is now passing to Masha's seat. We're working on him being able to stay chill in the car because he's a bit intense with Masha. He just wants to be next to her and Masha wants her space. So we ordered his car seat and it got delayed a little bit by the delivery, and it didn't get delivered in time for this car trip, so we've been trying to work around that. But he's fairly good in the car, like This is both of them right now. So we're gonna have lunch in El Mesón del Castellano, also one of our top favorites. We try to try new places every single time that we come, but I was really craving this time around to just go to the places that we know that we love and that we've been thinking about for quite a while, but I have no idea what I'm going to order, so we'll figure that out. Okay, so we're back at the house and I just took a shower. The thing is that it's been super chilly at night, and if I wash my hair later today, I fear it's going to take so long for it to dry and I don't want to go to bed with wet hair. And I did bring a Dyson, but I just don't really feel like using it, so I'm just gonna let my hair air dry. And as for what I'm wearing, I didn't even change. The thing is that we're still gonna be in the garden, so I know that I'm gonna get dirty, and especially with the dogs jumping on me and everything, it just doesn't really make sense to put something else. But the pants are linen from Massimo Dutti and the shirt is from Ruri. If I remember correctly, it's called the Cayetana blouse and it has like puffy sleeves and everything. It's just comfy white linen outfit to be in the garden, and I'm gonna take a sweater with me. But yeah, Ollie is currently napping because his nap time was when we went for lunch, but I think he was like kind of like in and out of sleep. He was not like fully crashing, so we put him down for a nap now, which is something that has been saving us so much because that's when we can get a lot of things done. Because coming here, I think we thought that we were gonna have like an easier time with him, but contrary, I think it's a little bit harder to manage because it's a new house and new smells, and he wants to eat everything, even swallowing rocks. So yeah, it's kind of being like full time just trying to keep an eye on him. If you can hear the bells, that's basically every hour. So right now it's 6, so I'm gonna let my hair dry a bit and let's go down.
So we have hummus. So for dinner we're gonna have some pizza, hummus, lomo, jamón, foie, camembert. Yeah, the pizza is from Mercadona. Everything's from Mercadona.
Right.
Mercadona, you want to sponsor? But yeah, we have pizza from Mercadona, hummus from Mercadona, lomo from Mercadona, cheese from Mercadona, more cheese from Mercadona.
I think we forgot the granola.
We're not from It's a slice of cheese.
Ah, you got?
Yeah. Just add.
So for Ollie, we have a slow feeder because he's a bit compulsive with food.
He inhales.
Yeah.
So for anyone that gets a puppy, slow feeder is a must.
Yeah, you gotta be like more. This bowl was handmade, hand painted by Lou. Now she needs to make another one for Ollie.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go next week.
Maybe with Geraldine.
Guys, I'm literally carrying the whole tripod, but the sky is pink right now. And I had to walk all the way to the other side of the garden to actually show you. I'm gonna go for the other lens because I think it's going to look way better. In the meantime, if you guys can watch Ollie, he's right there.
The package said 15 minutes at 220 degrees and I put the pizza for 12 minutes at 220.
Burned!
It looks better in the camera actually.
Yeah, it's actually like, literally like carbon.